Hey, beautiful dreamer. I'm Carolina Sizemore, and welcome to Timeless Truths, where I help you navigate through the ups and downs of life and make your dreams a reality. I give you actionable steps every week, so thank you for joining me today. And we're going to be talking about what a passionate pursuit actually looks like. So, what does it look like to pursue your dreams at any age in any season of your life? If this sounds intimidating to you, maybe you've been caught up in the comparison trap that's visible to you every single morning and evening on social media. Maybe you think your dreams need to reflect those of the people you see posting there. Honestly, for years, I pushed down the romanticized notion of what my dreams actually were because I felt like I would be judged as foolish or even maybe immature for a woman my age. So, as you're probably starting to figure out, fairy tale isn't just a title for me, it's actually a lifestyle. But don't let that scare you away. My goal as a transformational life coach is to help everyone, every single woman, find her passionate pursuit that she was created for. And what this means to you is not trying to live someone else's life, but the one that was specifically curated by God for you to live. Yes, you have a dream, you have a purpose, and you have a life that you were meant to live. And I'm going to help you find that. Okay, don't push stop now. Hear me out for a minute. I want you to think back for a moment. Back to the days before you had utility bills and car payments. Back to that 7 or 8-year-old little girl, the one who had a dream, years before graduation, when you still had hope of what the future was going to be. What changed? Are you seriously so stuck and caught up in the mundane cycle of everyday life? Of going to work every single day just to get a paycheck, to go to sleep, get back up in the morning, to go to work, to get a paycheck, just to survive? It's time to get off that hamster wheel, dreamer, and live a proactive life that you're going to be excited about when you get out of bed every morning. I want you to get out of bed, let your feet hit the floor, and have that joy that you had when you were a little girl twirling in the living room to songs and acting crazy with all of your friends. Where is that joy? Where is that spontaneity today? Well, we're going to find it. In fact, I think of people that mine in diamond mines. You know, there are things that are stuck there. And if you went and you were just chiseling away at rocks, you may think that there's nothing underneath all of that rubble that could be of any value. Well, sometimes our lives feel like that. Sometimes we're just chipping away at the things that we feel like we have to accomplish, not recognizing that buried deep beneath there is something of great value that was created to shine and sparkle. And I feel like that's you. That's your life. And so let's start chipping away and let's find out that dream that's inside. Let's just unearth that beauty that you still have buried deep inside of you. And if I were you, I'd just chunk that hamster wheel out the window. So let's get started. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's not you. Maybe you're already living the life of your dreams. Maybe you've already mastered the passionate pursuit of everything you've always dreamed of. But just in case you haven't, hang on. If you're hungry to still believe, jump in and join me on this journey because it's going to be the ride of your life. I know that because I'm living it right now. I am living my dream life, but it didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of discipline. It took a lot of planning, and it took a lot of intentionality on my part. But the good news is that intentionality and those action steps can happen in 5-minute increments. It can happen when your crying toddler is taking a 15-minute nap. It can happen when you've already put the dishes away at the end of an evening and you sit back and relax on your sofa. Instead of turning on Netflix, if you take that moment to say, 10, 15, 20 years ago, I had a dream. What happened to that person? And that's what I'm pulling out right now. I'm pulling out that beautiful dreamer. So let's talk about how we get started on this journey and get off that hamster wheel. The first thing you have to do is learn how to dream again. This is one of my favorite things to do with women. In fact, last week I was talking to a single mom, and we were sharing what this looked like to actually dream again and set goals. And she started crying. And she said, this is something I have been praying about for so long. And another mom told me, I didn't even think I had permission to dream again. And I've seen these moms, one after another, start to see their dreams become a reality. And I want to see the same thing for you. And I want you to reach out to me, and I want you to tell me what these dreams and aspirations look like. And we're going to work together to make them a reality. So what is the first thing you do? Well, if you've never done a vision board, I would encourage you to start there. Actually, let's back up just a little bit. Before you go out and purchase a vision board, I have a better idea. Why don't you go into town, go to your favorite store, and buy a journal like this one. One that just beckons you to write down words and dreams every morning or every evening. This is one of my favorite things to do because right now, all of those thoughts are a tumbled up mess in your mind, and you don't have any clarity. You don't even know where to begin. So actually, why don't you just press pause right now? Or if you're driving, go stop at your local Hobby Lobby or bookstore. I love looking at a bookstore of all the beautiful journals. In fact, I'm a journal addict. And go and buy one that you can dream in, that you can put your thoughts in right now. So what does that look like? Write out a detailed description of the life that you would like to live, of what running with passionate pursuit looks like in the dream that you've created in your mind. The things that 5-year-old girl thought of. If you're like me, it's like, what does it look like to be a fairy tale princess at 25 or 30? What does it look like to live in the house of your dreams? And I'm a really big dreamer, and you're probably going to figure that out. But I will tell you, there's a balance between dreaming and hallucinating. And we will definitely weigh the difference between the two. But I promise you, I will never let you play it safe. I did that for way too many years, and I missed out on so many beautiful adventures, so many accomplishments that could have happened when I was 25 instead of 55. And I want to see you not waste another single moment of your life. So let's start today. Don't shake your head if you're thinking, Carolina, it's way too late for me. My feet are cemented down in this life that I'm living. Trust me, it's never too late. And there's no time like the present to start. In fact, one of my favorite quotes is by George Eliot. It's never too late to be the person you were created to be. So in your journal, I want to encourage you to find a nice quiet place where you'll just be free to sit back and dream. And it wouldn't hurt to create a little ambiance. Maybe you could put on some soft music or upbeat music, whatever you like, in the background, and maybe light a candle. But if that's too much for you, just get the journal. In fact, get a yellow pad if that's all you have available to you, and start to jot down those dreams. We're going to go into more detail about this in the weeks to come, so stay tuned in. Right at the top of your beautiful crisp page in your journal or on your yellow pad, start writing. In fact, in capital letters right at the top, what do I really want? You may be surprised. What tumbles out onto the page may not be a new house or a really cool car. You may start to write down words like peace or love. I just want love. Or Carolina, I'd really like to just be happy right now. And you know what I've discovered? That in life, those words are often confused with the imposters of tangible things. We think we want stuff when we actually are searching for a feeling. Our heart is hungering for more satisfaction, more happiness, more peace in our lives. People think that money can buy these things, but not always. So if those words come tumbling out onto your pages, don't despair. Those are actually achievable goals as well. And they're a lot easier to attain than you might believe. In fact, as women, most of us have this innate desire for security. And oftentimes that security masquerades itself as brick and mortar or shiplap, if that's still a trend. I don't know. So this is the time to dig in to your inner self to truly determine what your dreams are and what they look like. And after you've done this deep dive into the depth of your dreams, and you've written them down to your satisfaction on paper, or if you're not a writer and you want to just jump into the next step, that's fine. So let's talk about what a vision board looks like. There are actually two schools of thought on that. You can just get a white poster board like you used in school. You can get those in any store, hobby store, office supply store, your local Walmart. Get a stack of magazines, or if you find something on social media or if you find something on the internet that you could print out and cut out that represents the dreams that your heart wants to make a reality. You can start out with poster board, markers are fun, a glue stick, definitely scissors, and you start cutting out these pictures. So let's say that you're a mom of 3 kids and it's all the noise and it's all the hustle and bustle. And you're saying, Carolina, I just like some peace and quiet. I'm really looking for some times of self-care. Well, maybe a picture of a woman in a beautiful clawfoot tub bubble bath describes exactly what you're trying to verbalize on paper. So you cut out that picture of the woman in the bubble bath and you glue it on your poster board. And I've even done such things as putting a sticker of a plane on my vision board. You know, Carolina, I want to travel. This isn't the season for that right now, but I don't want to make it something that I feel like is unattainable. Put that airplane on your vision board. Cut out a magazine picture of travel. In fact, don't even discount things like putting a sticker or a die cut of an Eiffel Tower on there, or the London Tower, or even a gondola in Italy. Okay, those dreams are not attainable either. Those aren't hallucinations. And I promise you, I'm going to show you how those are attainable as well. It may take a little longer than the bubble bath, but you can get there, I promise you. In fact, the things that I like for preference, because I like something really visual and 3-dimensional, is I like going to my local craft store, and you know they have that scrapbook aisle with all of the die cuts and letters like dream and you can do it, you go girl, those kind of things really spice up a vision board. And I like to get the cork board kind instead of the white poster board. And they have some really pretty ones at some of the home stores that you can get with an artistic frame and use push pins to put all of those little things on. That's the kind I like, but you do the style that's attainable for you. If you can't go out and get the supplies to do a really creative corkboard with the little die cuts, then do what you are going to actually get done by this weekend. The thing is, you have to start, and you have to start now, or else those dreams aren't going to happen this year, and they're not going to happen next year, and you're going to begin to believe again the lie that they can't actually come true. But if you put them on a vision board, like I've done, and I put it at the end of the hall when I come out of my bedroom every morning before I've even made my coffee, I see that vision board, and it has the Eiffel Tower, and it has the airplane, and it may even have a pair of tennis shoes if you want to start getting active again and you want to run a marathon. Whatever those goals look like, put a picture that demonstrates that actionable goal on your vision board so you can have a visual that you see every day. And the crazy thing is, sometimes I just put the picture on the vision board, and just seeing it every day makes me start to take steps to accomplish it. Even before I make actionable steps, it just happens. I've written down so many things, which we'll talk about later as we expand into 5 years and 10 years, that have actually come to pass without me putting in as much work as I thought it would actually take to accomplish it. And I want you to realize that too. In fact, I'm going to ask a favor. If you actually get that vision board done in the next few days, I want you to put a comment below drop a picture of that or let me know, Carolina, I did it. We did this together. And that means that the next step is going to be accomplishable too. Is accomplishable a word? Maybe I just made up a new word. We're going to have accomplishable goals in this podcast, okay? That's going to be our new timeless truth, that you can accomplish in a few days what you thought was impossible the week before. I've done it, so I know you can do it too. And remember, we're taking this journey together. You're not on your own. I'm going to come along and cheer you on every step of the way. And don't get discouraged. If the kids have all the activities this week and you think, Carolina, I couldn't even make it to the store to get a poster board, I have one word for you: Amazon. It can make your dreams a reality overnight. So drop that pic in the comments. Let me know that you're actually committed to getting your dreams and goals accomplished. In fact, I'm accomplishing one of my goals and dreams right now, right along with you. This podcast, Timeless Truth, is something I've been putting off for quite a while. But you know what? I realized one day that I was depriving you of having somebody cheering you on in your corner. I was putting it off because of fear. I was putting it off because time is also my greatest commodity, and I thought I didn't have the time. And you know what? All I had to do was start. And I started on my actionable steps to accomplish this goal so I could cheer you on to accomplish yours. So tune in next time, and we're going to go a little deeper into what it looks like to make that vision board a reality. And remember, I'm right here, right along with you, cheering you on, sharing these timeless truths that will make your dreams a reality. Maybe not tomorrow, but in the weeks to come. Write it down, make it plain, and wait for the appointed time, just like God told Habakkuk in the Bible. You got to make that vision a reality by making it plain and writing it down. So go write it down and make that vision board this weekend.